Even so far, and Xayla gives it a good go,
nice
but Arzu had full health in the end for that final knife duel, so all good. I think I just saw there they pick CT side, if I am not mistaken. So
yeah, that's
interesting. I would say I would favour the T side overall. I think on Inferno, but get the CT side out of the way first. It's exactly what they're going to do. And John, we're now ready for what is actually quite an important map. Especially for Take Flight, they've played a lot less matches than Bad News Bears have, of course, in this season. BNB are almost certainly without a chance of that playoffs anymore. But Take Flight only played 3 matches. They've already won 1-1. Tongue twister. They win this one, they're up to 6 points, and it would be a big one for them.
Yeah, no question. I mean, the Bad News Bears still may be possible to make the playoffs, with a losing record, it seems unlikely. Anyway, Steel going to get a couple here. Great opener, just charging down mid are the Bad News Bears, and Steel finds himself a 3K, trying to get back into this one of the Bad News Bears. I should say Take Flight, and they do. Sandman with one, Exhaler another, Nick's the last one standing, who was absolutely phenomenal for the Bad News Bears on Mirage, but now he's going to get smoked off, and the bomb plant is probably going to come through. Oh, Sandman can't seal the deal.
Oh, that smoke top mid you'd have thought for sure would have been enough, especially as Nyx was charging through it, but Sandman's early miss doesn't matter, he makes up for it and takes that kill, and that gets Take Flight off the board on the T side of Inferno. And yeah, just to confirm, as I was rushing my sentence quickly before the pissed around got a little bit more explosive. If Take Flight do win this game, it will be their 2nd win of the season, and it would put them up to 6 points. If Bad News Bears win this game, it will also put them up to 6 points, but as John so rightfully pointed out, they've played the most games of anyone in the entire season and have a pretty significant losing record, so
yeah, they can't have a winning record.
Yeah, exactly. CoJo's got the auto shotgun on T side. That's interesting.
Very. We got the swag 7s out over on the Bad News Bears. Steel and Umar rocking those. And are they on the same side? I would imagine not. No. Yeah, Umar is over on A towards bracket, and Steel is waiting on B. He is in sandwich here. MDS could get spotted out by Nyx in just a moment. MDS holding this angle at the corner, hoping someone will push into him, but it's unlikely. 4 players for Take Flight here, and going to get re-smoked by the Bad News Bears.
Yeah, MDS will make sure not to show any presence there. That re-smoke comes in. And Boo is trying to sort of, I think probably having a bit of a communication with his team there to make a decision on whether to rotate to B and stack 3 or continue to help toward A. But back to help toward A, looks like actually it may have been the correct call in the end, unfortunately. MDS will go down to that nade. Nicely positioned by Nyx. And with Umar in this position with the Mag 7, this could be a bit worrying to Take Flight. Very good position for the shotgun, but that's a great recovery from Gabe. Gets that kill with the Mag 10. And now Arzu is very stuck. Mag 10 runs down 2. They have now got the site under their control. Sandman takes the frag. And unfortunately, Steel and Nyx couldn't get anything in position to do any damage. And Sandman will find him as well. So Steel will look to probably try and save the shotgun.
Yeah. 39 HP for Steel. He's got the kit, the armor. Definitely on a save mission here. It's not going to be easy, though, because he was just spotted. Sandman was trying to get CoJoMo with the auto shotting. Maybe Sandman goes down. I mean, Steel does have the Mag 7, which easily get 2 quick frags.
Come on, CoJo.
Just the shotgun on the other side. Ooh,
shotgun
love that
shotgun
skin in the light.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Shot back in response from Steel was actually did a lot more damage than I perhaps thought. But yeah, nicely played. Good bit of bonus cash, of course, for CoJo, getting that money with the XM. Gonna pass it over to MDS instead. Take up the Mac 10. Of course, there's been a very, very small change to Inferno recently in CS2. They added that little bit of plywood in the library. Now, of course, cellar area on the map. So the visibility was a bit better from shop, which is nice to see. And that's a nade stack. See you later, MDS.
Very nicely executed by the Bad News Bears, and now a smart decision from them, right? Because that nade stack happens, take flight, probably going to filter into the A site, and Bad News Bears realize that sent all 5 players back that direction. They could take this round with this type of a strategy. We'll see if the shots are good for take flight. Obviously, there's just not that much firepower in the Bad News Bears end, and of course, take flight could readjust here. Exhaler gets a frag over on Nyx, and well, there you go. They immediately fall back and go to B, which they realize has been vacated. Nice nade thrown for sandbags, but should be a clean bomb plant coming through, especially with that smoke having been tossed. Oh, and the late arrival from Exhaler could be just what the doctor ordered, because there's a couple of players here who probably won't expect it.
Again, exit kills the order of the day, and if they do manage to get that exit into position to get some, it would be very valuable bonus money. But Boo, of course, only 17 HP. CoJo only 13 himself, so he could be very stuck here. And there you go. There's the bonus money. It should go a long way to helping this first purchase for BNB. That all-important utility. Clearly not.
He's walking past. All right. There goes the shotgun. And Steel is the only one able to save a gun. That's a Mac 10 into this next round. So take flight. Clean start here with 3 rounds in a row to kick off Inferno. But here come the guns for the Bad News Bears. 3 M4s, one of them an A4, a Mac 10, and the AWP, which Umar was very, very good with on Mirage. CoJoMo obviously was excellent as well. He dropped 30 plus frags, just wasn't enough because the rest of his team unfortunately let him down for a lot of situations. So we'll have to see if Take Flight can recover here. And so far they have, as they have 2 players going in towards the A site. The other 3 at the bottom of Banana. That utility battle was pretty intense, so they couldn't really gain much ground. On the other side, you have Nyx peering around the half wall, tossing another nade forward. Could that do damage? Yes, but not as much as he would have liked. It caught the edge of the wall and didn't go as deep as he wanted it.
Unfortunately. Patience though for Take Flight. You know, they've got good control of this early exchange of Inferno, especially economically. Still using that Mac 10. Tasked with one to jump spot the half wall on Banana, and once he gets that information, he'll pop out the smoke and fall away, but he doesn't fall away enough. That's a great catch from MDS, and that's probably a pretty considerable and critical error from Steel not to fall back and give his teammates more time. Look how deep MDS is in. I don't think he's seen Nyx necessarily, or maybe he did, I'm not sure. It was very tight. I don't think he knows though, because he's not looking at a wider angle, and that's a good pre-fire from Nyx. So 4v3 despite Steel losing that pick so early on in this situation. Now the tough task of retaking Inferno will have to come through.
In the end, good flashbang, but timing perfect for CoJo, who finds another op frag, 3v3, and I don't think there's enough time for the Bad News Bears here. Yeah, they realize it's falling back. Arzu gets some exit frags. There's one. He's sticking around, trying to keep CoJoMo on this site. Successful in that. And even though CoJoMo gets the frag, Arzu's done the work, 2 of his own, and then CoJo down to the bomb. That'll do it, at least for the frags on the Bad News Bears side, but Take Flight. Find a 4th.
Yeah, it's the silver lining for Bad News Bears there. It's a lovely shot from Arzu to take down another player before he does go down himself. Kept CoJo stuck there for so long, meant he was always going to die, and to duel the Banana player first was very smart of him to just take as much damage as he possibly could into the next. He managed that, but unfortunately we've had good old CoJo. Oh, CoJo, I tell a lie. I believe it's Sandman disappear in front of our eyes, our very eyes. So that's going to be a quick tech pause on that one. You'd hope. There it is. Hopefully we'll get him back into the server ASAP. But yeah, BNB will be happy with the damage, but obviously Still struggling on the opening exchanges of Inferno, and for Take Flight to win that round in the end was a great battle.
Just trying to track down what's happened here, but no information as of yet as to where Sandman has disappeared.
Maybe there's some quicksand under his feet.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful new patio in T-Spawn. Is it really a patio? Courtyard, really, I guess you'd call it?
Yeah. An outdoor sitting area, I
Yeah.
suppose.
It is very pretty. I will say,
Yes.
I believe it's Frisk, the designer for Inferno and Overpass, the two big redesigns. I think she's done a superb job on how good they look. I think Overpass is a bit cleaner than Inferno in terms of there's less clutter around the map that could get in the way, but already we're seeing ever so slight changes on this map, as I mentioned, with the plywood being put into the cellar, which was of course formerly the library. It will still be called library by everyone, I'm sure. But yeah, nice to see some small changes helping with visibility and helping reduce the clutter. But the clutter is so beautiful, I can understand wanting to keep as much in as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the clutter necessarily bothers me that much, but definitely the visibility.
Yeah.
I like the changes made there. I think that's super important. So hopefully they'll continue to make those. I'm sure they will. It's normal, right, when a map gets revamped like this for there to be multiple changes to it. You know, so for me, it's not surprising. Like we saw with Vertigo, so many changes were made, right,
Yeah.
to that map after it was released in CSGO.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, that's very true. I think the thing that's cool about that is, of course, I remember that little period of time when Inferno wasn't in the pool, and when they did remake it for CSGO, it was like 2016 sort of era. We had a map pool without Inferno. Some people, of course, will be rejoicing at that, being maybe some Inferno haters out there. If you're an Inferno hater in chat, type 1. I'm expecting to see a lot of ones in a few minutes, of course.
No, I think Inferno's great. I mean, it's hard to necessarily hate it. It's a solid map.
It is. It's just, you know, people don't like the lack of ability to retake and the sort of very stale nature of it. I can understand people calling Mirage stale as well, but Mirage has so much more retake ability and much less sort of repeatability as well. Is that even a word? I don't know, but you get my point either way.
Could be
about how that works on Mirage. So I can understand that map staying in for the longer. But yeah, I think the change that nearly everyone right now, John, is probably going to be most looking to is maybe a minus Vertigo plus Drain. I think that's the most common opinion right now.
Oh, please. Oh, please let that happen. I'm not going to lie. Vertigo is okay. I know I really hate it. That was a lie. I do dislike Vertigo greatly. There was a moment in time where I was like, oh, it's okay. But no, now it's literally the map that I like the least out of the pool, both playing and, of course, watching. So I do hope that Vertigo is swapped out for a brand new revamped Train, which we were shown in the trailers.
Yes.
But we didn't see yet. It's not in the game yet. It's coming. I feel it, and I love Train. So many good memories on the map.
Yeah, I think the thing that would be the right thing to do, if Valve are paying attention to like community and professional, especially professional player opinion, which they do a lot these days, to be fair to them, they really do keep on tabs of the community's ideas and thoughts, do Valve these days. I think Vertigo, despite my love of playing it, which
you like playing it. Sorry,
you're not a lover of playing it. I love playing it personally, but to watch, I agree, it is not great in the professional pool at the moment, and to see Train back would be a lot. But anyway, the technical pause is over. Sandman is back in the server. We've reset the scoreboard. Not the scoreboard. We've reset the players, of course, so you can rebuy the utility. We reset the scoreboard. That'd be very unfair on CoJo, Xavier, and Gabe and Sandman, all on 4 kills to start this game. 4 rounds and 4 kills at the moment. 4 is a nice number for Take Flight going into round 5.
Oh, MDS, you got to get out of the Molotov, my friend. down to 9 HP. And then CoJoMo gets spammed by Steel through the smoke. Good positioning by Gabe to get the trade at least, but I mean, MDS is hanging on to life at this point. Gabe knows that he's a threat here from Banana, even if he decides to fall back, because the Bad News Bears won't have that information, so they have to keep at least one player here in the form of Nyx, but they still have 3 over at A and a lethal crossfire from Porch and Arch side. Umar, so good with that op. 4 players charging up for take flight. Flashbangs will come out after this smoke. Umar's away from it. Manage him, and there it is. Arzu manages to get through, though, and then Boo finds Sandman. Only Gabe left, who's desperately trying to chase down Boo. Great nade toss and frag from Boo as well. 2K for him, and that will be the Bad News Bears cracking the scoreboard.
Respect Boo on that one, to be fair. His teammate's rotation, I believe it was Nyx, he was still so far away, on the B site still, on a long rotation, and Boo was 1 bullet from death. If he just got taken down there, Gabe had a plant and a chance to position himself in a really good spot to win a 1v1. So, yeah, well done, Boo. That was big. The M4A4. Loving the M4A4 compared to the ONS on CS2, actually. And it'll be interesting to see how many players, of course, have both of them in their loadout. Maybe there'll be some stats on that once we get some Tier 1 matches of course, IM Sydney coming up for our first ever big CS2 tournament. Can't wait to watch some of that, even if the games will be on at like 4 AM my time. It's fine. We love CS. That's why I'm upcasting at 3:19 AM right now. Steel, low HP already on the opening duel. 6 HP to spare. Great nade from Boo toward Apps. MDS down to 52 already.
Yeah, Steel always trying to get that early information, oftentimes costing him his life. In this case, he manages to escape. Boo, waiting right around truck there at lane. Arzu supporting him as well. That Molotov touch is good, right? Oh no, it doesn't go into the smoke somehow, so well tossed by Arzu. Molotov right on back from the take flight side. And Arzu and Umar once more have this crossfire set up. Arzu maybe taking a step too far. He does! CoJoMo takes him down. Sandman was waiting in the wings over at Boiler. Umar manages to get one back here. That will trigger a rotation from Take Flight towards the B site. They are smoked off, and you do still have Steel here waiting. Is there a nade available? No. So Steel is safe.
Position toward the coffin area. That is a wild spray to the edge of the smoke there. Barely connects a bullet at all, but thankfully he's still got his teammate Steel to help out. He gets his 1-for-1 before Nyx then swings for himself. That's a great double swing from Take Flight, and Kojo gets the kill with the Mac 10. 1 versus 1 though, and he still only has that Mac 10. Finally gets the upgrade to the AK. Boo versus Kojo. Information spotted, and that's a big dink from Boo to the edge of the quad.
No.
But Kojo just goes for the big boy wide swing, and the wide swing king hits another free AWP upgrade. Kojo says, "Sit down, Boo. This series is mine." And once again, he's top fragging for his team.
Jeez, CoJoMo is just a monster right now. With the AK, with the op, with the pistols, whatever you put in his hands, it seems like he's delivering the frags. 5-1 for Take Flight, and the Bad News Bears are forced to go on an eco. They do have enough money to buy that XM1014, which you see in the hands of Steel. Outside of that, it is only 5.7s, which is very effective, of course, that goes in particular. Take Flight, spamming that Galil. And then a flashbang to get through the smoke, which works. Steel waiting around half wall is so scary if you're Take Flight, because that shotgun can chew through you so quickly.
Even trying a jump shot there, Steel with the XM. There was one man who could absolutely master the jumping Mag 7 on half wall in all my years of casting, going back to 2020 even. Ships from the old Skade roster. He absolutely, it was unbelievable how often he made that work when I watched him play Inferno. The jumping Mag 7, getting so much damage, and even one that led to an ace once back in the day. Back in 2021, I believe that one would have been.
Yeah, on our side, it's Pone Alone
Of course.
from Party
I've seen him do
Astronauts,
it.
who's
I've
known
seen him
for
do it as
that.
well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
He is a bit of a legend, of course, in North America. And now we're going to try very quickly toward the B side. Mac 10. Oh, it's very messy from the Sandman.
What?
Very messy. The
What?
sand's gone everywhere, and the pistols are getting all the damage. 30 seconds to go, and they're going to go for a quick rotation round toward A. But there are 2 players top mid. This is dangerous.
This is extremely dangerous. CoJoMo's got the op. I think he spotted the players out of his peripheral there. They've got some presence on the A side. It's Exhaler. 13 seconds left now. CoJoMo's gone. Bomb is dropped. That's likely the round, and definitely now Exhaler has to kill everyone, and he won't do it. It's just the 5.7s and the shotgun that do it for the Bad News Bears. Free upgrades all around as they get a second in an eco.
I've seen very few mistakes, to be fair, from Take Flight this entire game. Very few significant mistakes.
Yes.
The one on the B site of Mirage is the first one that rings a bell. This is the second one.
Yes.
And, yeah, that is a rough one. Sandman completely whiffed his Mac 10 spray. He was trying to AD with it, but unfortunately he forgot to move his crosshair with his AD. And it can happen to the best of us. I've been there. But, yeah, once they had to run in toward A with 2 pistols top mid as they were, with CoJo having to pull out his block on the AWP, it was very rough. They're going to try and run down Bad News Bears in response, though, and Umar's going to miss a bit of a sitter, and with Boo in pit trying to take a big duel in the open, it opens them up to MDS to get a second, and it's fallen apart immediately.
Oh my goodness, they got caught. They bumped into each other there. A bit of a mess over at Arch side trying to escape, and it cost them dearly. Nyx has the ops, so, I mean, he's got to save that. There's no question in my mind. He's over at the B site. Steal with the XM, though? 3K in the bank. He's going to wait for some exit frags. Could pop his head around the corner, maybe try to get some damage done. As it stands, though, Take Flight are going to find this round. It's just a shame for the Bad News Bears after coming out with such a nice round victory on the eco that they can't follow it up with another one.
I know. That is the worst feeling, right? You win a round like that yourself. Yeah. Steal. I have no idea why he didn't decide to use the XM there.
Nope.
That would have been more bonus money. That's a confusing one. Maybe he thought that his enemy was a bit further away. That's why he decided a longer range pistol was more necessary. But yeah, no bonus money for him. But yeah, I completely agree with you. That's the thing that's rough. You finally win around on those pistols. You think, okay, now we have something to build on. We've got bonus money on the bank off the back of that, of course, and winning on a low buy. And it falls apart instantly off the back of it. Take Flight going for that long rush. However, of course, with Bad News Bears having that leftover economy, it means they at least have some form of a buy for following. 2 M4s, 2 MP9s and an AWP. It is something. It's Steelers on that AWP for BNB.
Nyx gained a lot of space up Banana there, but instead decides to fall back. They don't want to be too aggressive. .122 on the clock. Take Flight. See that smoke go at the bottom of Banana and say, you know what? That A site looks mighty tempting, even though they've had their troubles getting through bracket because of that crossfire. It hasn't troubled them enough to prevent them from getting the round victories. Flashbang gonna get tossed here from the field to open up some space. He's got the AWP. Don't see that very often. And he is smoked off. So Take Flight should be able to slip on through here. 3 players moving in towards lane. That nade does a decent amount of damage to Gaze. Not that much MDS. Umar next on the frag, though. Throws the smoke for himself and will hide behind it. While Arzu gets deleted and then Steal as well. Umar managed to get one before falling himself. And now Boo and Nyx are the last 2 standing, and they have to rotate all the way around from the B site. And Nyx is already here, which could help if he finds a quick frag.
Yeah, he needs it now. Gabe on site. CoJo dancing on the smoke on long. In comes Nyx. Oh, that's just so annoying. The fact that Gabe got into that smoke. Yeah, such an annoying timing. But now, no, he got that kill. It's very awkward. May have been a dink on CoJo, but that's a beautiful shot from CoJo on top of the default box from pit. Very clean, and Take Flight a 7-2. I feel bad for Umar. Did a great job in pit, playing that nice off angle on top of the barrel where you can see over the truck now, of course, into short. That little sort of headshot angle that is probably be rarely pre-fired in the early days of CSGO. CS2. And it was obviously not really a thing in CSGO. And yeah, it just makes it all the more rough for BNB's money and their buy in the next.
Yeah, no question. It's not just the shot from CoJoMo that's great, it's his movement, which has been fantastic throughout all 3 maps. But with the AWP, you have to be a little more mobile. You can't be holding those angles as much, and CoJoMo is putting on quite a clinic and showing how it's done with the AWP on CS2. 7-2 in favor of Take Flight, looking for their 8th now, and again, it will be up against the Pistols. They flubbed it last time. See if they can pull it together on this round and prevent the Bad News Bears from getting another eco round victory. Albeit they did invest a little bit more into this round, but they can because they had the $3,400 loss bonus.
Indeed. Not many rounds left in the half, though. Oh, Oman, what is this timing like? That is unfortunate. Did they just double nade that smoke?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it a spray and a nade?
It might have been a spray and a nade, but either way, it was well done.
Poor old Ubars think he's got a god tier play here. He's going to try and pick them as they've got nades out. And just gets utterly demolished.
Oh, is ours just going to get spotted here by Exhaler? Yes, it is, and it's gone. Exhaler makes it a 5v3. MDS, unbeknownst to him, has 2 players staring down this direction. He's going to have to be very, very careful. Boo can't connect on the shot. Neither can MDS, so Boo gets a second chance and won't miss it. But it's still 2 players, positions known now, which means Take Flight are likely going to push their way into the A site. Steel is holding the apartments with the Mag 7. Nodding up and down, making sure that he's ready to flick in either direction here. Steel's got a good hit. There's one. The second as well. Maybe the third. Oh. No, denied. CoJoMo burns the finish. Even crisp. 2v2. Still a chance for the Bad News Bears to pull off another eco round upset.
Yeah, and there's a great chance there to actually stop the bomb from crossing. This is almost impossible to cross right now. That's where Nyx is. There we go. It's a freebie. So much damage done by Boo on long with that recovered AK. So many factors in this round causing Take Flight issues. But Sandman can still clutch this. Boo on long. He knows there's the possibility of an apps player. He checks for it. But the double headshot comes in with the MP9. Brilliantly done by BNB. And I was talking about the factors that went into winning that round, right? The fact that Boo had that AK from MDS giving it up for free on B. That's what did all the damage. And the time wasted to cross the bomb onto the site from Pit by Steel, getting 2 kills in apartments. Took so long to actually get that bomb onto the site. Had to smoke the apartments molly as well. So many factors led to Take Flight's demise there.
That's a really good spot to play the Mag 7, honestly, from Steel. Just 2 quick frags. They had no idea. That's why they're just trying to adjust and figure out what the heck is happening at that moment. They're jumping around, panic. Steel took advantage of it beautifully right before going down to the Molotov, and yeah, that was the difference maker, no questions asked. Still, it is a 7-3 lead for Take Flight, quite daunting. Double op is back out. Nyx and Umar quite effective with it on Mirage. Want more of that success here on Inferno.
A bit messy, top banana. Yeah, they were kind of caught on top of each other for a second there. It was a bit rough, but they get away with the 1v1 fine.
All right, still 3 players here for Take Flight. They've got the Lurk and Exhaler over at A. And I think if they wait for Exhaler to perhaps get 1 frag here, or at least make some noise towards the A site, it could help. But the fact that he's gotten into bracket pretty much undisturbed could even trigger a full-on rotation. You already see the bomb moving to the back lines here. And I think he's just to try and make some noise, convince the Bad News Bears that the rotation is on. Exhaler throws a flashbang, and we'll back off. It's a B hit. 32 seconds left.
A big one. The M4, nice peek from the AWP. Nyx gets 1. Gabe's in trade, and look at this. They're about to swarm the AWP coming in now. Gabe's on top of the coffin corner, and I think he was out of bullets on the AK, but makes it happen with the Glock anyway. Great job from Gabe. He had a very, very poor Mirage, but he's now top fragging for his team on Inferno and looking great at 13-7. Respect to him for turning things around. And now Umar and Arzu are left in a very tough situation. This is borderline impossible. Umar tries to sneak by the corner, goes for it again, but gets taken down as Arzu goes down to CoJo. And that is 8 confirmed for Take Flight. Could even make it 9 as well, because look at the money on BNB.
Yeah. Imagine if you're Knicks just chilling out at Coffin, relaxing, waiting for contact, and then Gabe jumps up in your face out of nowhere with that peeker's advantage. It really can be scary, almost jump scares coming your way in those situations. And yeah, fantastic, like you were saying for Gabe. Overall, a fantastic round for him. Great map as well. 14 frags now, 8-3 for Take Flight, looking to make it potentially 9-3 in this last round of the first half of action. Look at the aggression from Steel, though. He's got a teammate behind him as well. There's one. Could be a second on the flank here against MDS. He's got support from Sandman, but that is gone. The Taylor teammate, Steel cannot be killed. He's got Boo supporting him as well, and it's only CoJoMo in a 1v3. They're overloading him with bullets. 3 HP left. And well, now 0. Fourth round pound for the Bad News Bears as we head to the halftime break. And another strong T side from Take Flight in this series sets them up very nicely heading into this second half. 8-4 in their favor. And they've got some util in the hands of MDS, smoke, flash, and a nade. That is all for Banana. Hasn't tossed it yet, maybe waiting for contact. Once he sees it, I'm sure pretty much all that utility is going to be tossed almost immediately. 5 players in his direction. There we go. Contact scene. Nade. Is it going to come out? No. With the smoke first. That could be a mistake. Yeah, they're just going to run right through that. MVS going to get overloaded eventually. Managed to get one. Is that good enough? Is another question. That's the bomb drop on the flank as they're trying to get back onto the site. They do manage to recover it. So we'll see if they can win this round, but it's still stuck over in church. Oh no.
Oh yeah, this is so rough. Still, at least we're trying to fight their way through, but only fighting their way through is what they're going to have to do, because this is an incredibly messy pistol round. The bomb on the floor, I'm going to try and hop away, making a decision between fighting and trying to retreat. Take Flyte, realise that the bomb's in a very difficult position. They try and fight themselves, puts B&B into an awkward position, but Boo is fighting back. He gets one, does so much damage to Xalio as well. Now Kojo and Xala are in a very rough situation, but now it's only down to Steel. He'll get caught in the side by Xala. Oh, it's a fantastic recovery from X-Flyte. Don't ask me what the hell was going on in that pistol round, but the fact Take Flyte have won it is fair props.
Yeah, that was weird. That was everywhere, honestly. You saw the Bad News Bears pushing 3 players in towards CT, then trying to rotate back into church. The bomb gets dropped as they're trying to work their way back to the site. Eventually they recover it, but more bodies fall. Back and forth we go. So much damage dealt by Boo. I honestly thought he was going to pull off one of his crazy pistol rounds again, but he was shut down by Xaler, and then Steel couldn't do much more. So Take Flyte do, in fact, get their 9th, looking for double digits immediately here, but the Bad News Bears find the bump plant. That's the key right now, because that lets them buy 4 Galils, a MAC-10, and a decent amount of utility. Still better on the Take Flyte side in that regard, and they will immediately toss it right down Banana and make life extremely difficult for the Bad News Bears, who will have to wait a little bit longer before making their move here. So many rounds being extended here over at Banana, back and forth through that smoke.
It's kind of now or never, it feels like, for B&B. If Take Flyte can overcome this force buy, this Galil-laden buy, it can be so strong. Winning it with just the 2 MP9s and the UMP as well. Be huge. Xala trying to maybe line up a prime, right-click, nade into the smoke. Umar's so done. Yeah, he's so done, and he's probably done mentally as well after that. That's so frustrating for him. Trying to make a play, not working. MDS, great hold. Oh, that is superb from him. He does great damage to the last player as well. Kojo spams him through the smoke. That is superb from MDS. Slow and quiet map from him, but when he needed to step up, he damn well did.
Oh my goodness, wow, just incredible, yeah, from MDS. You're right, slow map, but 3 well-placed shots to the heads of the Bad News Bears with that MP9, and not to mention not the one reason, but one of the reasons that I love Counter-Strike 2, the smoke physics. I mean, the fact that that wouldn't have happened in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. You throw that nade, yes, you might do damage, but you don't know the player's there. Instead here, Umar, not expecting nade to be thrown, thinks he's safe in the smoke. Nade comes out, smoke blown away, and he's completely stunned and unable to do much of anything. Well done by Take Flyte, and Gabe gets the opening frag as well, burning up and Mix over in his Molotov. So, man advantage found. Take Flyte looking for an 11th here, and it feels like it's gonna happen. Never know, though, with these ecos.
Yeah, it looks like Take Flyte dealing with it nicely. And as I said, honestly, like, don't get me wrong, like, there's been a few rounds in this series where I've had big question marks about what the plan was and what the decision-making was for both teams.
Yes.
But I'm actually vaguely impressed with Take Flyte. Like, genuinely. I haven't seen many large mistakes. I've seen only like, 2 significant mistakes in the entire series in terms of decision-making / like losing to an eco or something like that. And perhaps leaving things slightly too late when it comes to the timer. But in general, they've had some good plans, good setups. As we saw with that nade into the smoke in that previous round, Kojo's been playing really well. Whenever he has support around him, it feels like the support is also playing well. So respect to Take Flight in this series. And they're doing even more damage in the following round. Gabe, the UMP, gets a kill. We're seeing a few more UMPs today, which is maybe a little bit surprising compared considering how good the MP9 is, but they're making it work for them, and they're just 2 rounds away from taking their second win in ECL this season.
Well, still need 1 more. Yeah, 2 more rounds. Sorry, I thought you said 2 frags. Oh boy. Steel is going to get the headshot, but is it enough? I doubt it. Well, who manages to find 1 more, but they are on life support. 20 HP combined. Now it's only Steel. They don't even get the bomb planted. That means they won't have that great of a bind to this round. 12-4 for Take Flight. They have 8 opportunities to close this series out. And I mean, you talked about giving credit to Take Flight. They absolutely deserve it, because if you look back and advanced in Season 45, they were 11-3, which was good for second place because they had the best round differential of all the other 5 11-3 teams that had gotten that record in advance. So well done to them, even though relegation didn't go well for them at all. They lost to Take Flight at the time, 1-2, and then to Torch 0-2. But I mean, learning lessons for them clearly, and I still think they have a very strong roster. CoJoMo leading that charge, of course.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, we could be. I'm sitting here saying, like, giving a lot of praise to Take Flight. There are caveats. My praise is legitimate, and I will stand by it.
Yes.
But 1, Bad News Bears do not have Sonic today.
Yes,
2,
yes.
Bad News Bears are currently the worst team in the league when it comes to matches play, and they might be about to go down right here. It's a superb flashbang. And Gabe does great damage, but Umar at least fights back. So it's going to be a 4v3 with 2 players walking wounded. But they at least will have the B-bomb site. And yeah, you're absolutely right. The nades could be huge.
Even more so now, because Steel was taken down by Sandman. Come on, guys. Don't use them too soon, though. Flashbang toss. Let's see if that nade comes through. It's just used to get rid of the score. Still 2 left. Maybe they don't even need them. Taylor gets the headshot on Umar. Sneaks around and manages to find the trade, but no more. CoJoMo with the up. Could seal the deal here as well, up against Arzu, who's rotated around towards CT. It could be the right play. Oh, CoJoMo spotted it. There it is. CoJoMo with the AK picked up. 2K for him. That is the map and the series. Take Flight have gotten their second win on the season.
And fully deserved as well. Map 2 was a competitive and exciting affair on Mirage, but the 2 maps Take Flight won were convincing and dominating. So they deserve it absolutely without a shadow of a doubt. And as I was saying, yeah, there are caveats to this. B&B are without Sonic. They are